Hey there, it is Friday, February 11th, and trying out something new. What do you think? Little retro look? Remember the old days of TG? I don't know, I just kind of got inspired to drag the screen out and see how it looked. So we'll see. Don't know that this is going to become a mainstay, but you never know. So let's see what went on this week. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the 6/8, 3/4, 9/12 time, all those kinds of things, that possibilities. What could you tell me about 9/12 time? Quick answer, right? Okay, for anybody who's playing along, that might have been the answer. If not, I'm not even going to talk about that today. Because not sure if anybody was picked up on the Wheels Listen Up challenge, but hope you enjoyed the song one way or another. I have a more complicated one coming up for next week. Oh, I was about to give it away. Don't do that. What else did we have happening this week? Uh-oh. This is where one should have prepared. Well, anyway, yeah, I got on this, continued my Three Dog Night kick with Easy to Be Hard, and really want to thank Vanessa and Karina for doing a great job on the Rose. That was just, of course, a great performance, but also just a really detailed lesson. So Vanessa, that just did I hope everybody saw it. Well, I know everybody saw it because the comments were just through the roof. And what else did, oh boy, there are some weird things going on in music. 2 weeks ago, the Graham Nash video surfaced, and everybody see what happened just a few days ago. Speaking of Graham, and he had some very pointed words about Crosby. Doesn't sound like a reunion is in the cards anytime soon. Sounds like Crosby lashed into Neil Young, and Nash took it offensively, and a year later David apologized to Neil, which was probably a little bit late. And anyway, so Nash finally came clean and said, I guess, what he really thought about David. Bart, what a cool thing, running into Gordon Lightfoot, one of the biggest influences in my life. I used to play a bunch of his songs. Oh man, one of my favorites. There it is, it must be in C. A minor. Still A minor. Well, anyway, all those albums from, the songs from that live album called Sunday Concert. Spectacular. So hope you guys check some of that out. Mike Mullins and I used to play. Oh. Oh well, okay. I'm gonna have to revisit a lot of those tunes. Great tunes. Oh man, another one from the Miguel. I can only remember B minor. I can't even get the song in my head. From the Summer Side of Life album, another great one of his. Okay, but anyway, so cool to see him. He had some serious health problems about 15 years ago. I'm sure everybody knows, but well, maybe not. But you could pretty much tell from the picture that we saw that he had a rough time, knocking at death's door for a long time, and then had a stroke, lost control of a couple of his fingers, which is all back now, so we can still play. But he did some touring with bringing in some ringer guitar players. So let's see, what else did I have to talk about? That's it. I'm going to get to the 6/8 thing. In Angel, and if you saw the fly on the wall with Sandy, I was confused in the beginning because I was thinking 6/8 but eighth notes, or well, only doing one measure of a chord. And when I heard her do it, she was doing the. So our discussion kind of got into, well, you can watch it and see what happened. But I ended up thinking that really the best way to describe that song would be 6/4 time, and that's because it feels like the beats are going slow enough that they're quarter notes. Generally in 6/8 time, the eighth notes are going so fast that you just feel two beats, just dotted quarter notes. When it's going this slow, it's slow enough to where you can tap everything, and that's kind of like where I would typically cross the line and say, you know what, these are probably quarter notes. And then she was doing double time on it, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and that really felt like 6/4, kind of like Shine On You Crazy Diamond. So that's the lesson where I talk about the difference between 6/4 and 3/4 and 6/8 and some of those things. But whether we think something's in groups of 3 or groups of 6 really has to do with how they're stressed. If you feel that the second measure of 3 is not equal to the first measure of 3, which is exactly what this feels like to me, we need to think of it as 6 something, whether it's 6/8 or 6/4. So. Okay, now I've totally probably confused the whole issue because of talking about it in many different ways. So I think I'm going to sign off and get out of here and experiment more with different sets. And maybe I should go back to the backyard fence sometime soon or something. We have that in a few things. And uh-oh. No chance I can even remember that now. Okay. I think that is it. I got a couple of cool things planned for next week and some other. I think we're going to head into the world of Dan Hicks for the next mystery of the week. What is it? The Listen Up Challenge. So those of you that know who Dan Hicks and the Hot Licks were. Dan died, I think I mentioned this last week, but recently here in Northern California. But it was kind of iconic. So, okay, that is it. See you next week.